Sponsored by Melissa Cook's The Call of the Last Frontier. This is not our normal video, as we had many participants and we felt they deserved to be shown as much as possible. Our next video will be back to normal, traveling to Cook City, Montana, and taking what all four of us consider to be one of the prettiest rides we have ever taken.
Oh, and I have to ask, is the Raptor coming on this trip today?
No, the Raptor is not.
The guy in the pickup, he's got the southern accent. He's from Alabama. We told him bring an extra axle or two because he was all worried about these boulders breaking his axles. So we'll see if he brought any extra axles or not.
I said, I hope I don't have to pull none of y'all out.
Hey y'all, it's September 17th, 2022, and it's going to be in the 50s today.
It's going to be a fun day. We're heading up to Boulder Basin with a bunch of really cool, fun people. Join us for the ride.
Woo!
The Wyoming Jeeper fan trip through Woodchuck Pass was such a success, and we had a lot of people asking for another one. So we decided to take another trip before winter through Boulder Basin in the Bighorn Mountains. Well, I guess it's enough of this chit-chat. Let's get on the road.
Wouldn't be a good Jeep trip if it didn't have a little bit of mud. Elgin was just saying this mud has some clay in it.
Only thing about the South, we got that red clay.
Yeehaw!
Well, they must have just hit the mud.
That was Janine, wasn't it? Somebody talked me into getting some really wide tires, and now I'm covered in mud.
We'll blame that on Dan.
Well, who was that?
I don't know.
I think it was Melissa.
The tires were not my idea.
We left Shell Creek Ranger Station, went over Snowshoe Pass, we're following Battle Creek Road, and we stopped at the top of Crooked Creek Hill. From this vantage point, you can see the old mail trail and the valley that goes through there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now we're getting ready to drop down into the Shell Reservoir Adelaide area where the Boulder Basin is, and then we'll make the loop right back here to Crooked Creek Hill.
These guys are diehard. They gotta have long johns on or something. Hey, Jerry.
Hey! Beautiful.
Yeah,
So which post did you tie to?
yeah, that's coming over here. Oh, they got some mud. Look at that mud. He probably doesn't have any, he's so tall.
This was a really nice stop. It allowed us to chat with each other, get to know each other a little better, swap war stories, and just enjoy ourselves.
Came up here with some friends of ours from side by side.
Yeah.
I mean, the water was coming past the floorboard on this, but she made it.
That's the one.
That's the very first video we
It's a little
ever.
adventurous when the snow.
Yeah, well, the Boulder Basin thing, the last time we've been through there,
Yeah.
that was pretty gnarly.
My first time driving down Crooked Hill.
Watch for eagles.
That's the funniest thing we've heard today. Watch for eagles.
If you see any out there, mine up, we'll tag team it.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and load up and head on down. We'll meet at Shell Reservoir.
Right there in that curve where that little fire ring is, there was a family in a minivan had driven down in here, and there was mud all over their vehicle, and they looked like they were frightened.
Did you offer to drag them out?
They weren't stuck, they were just kind of shell-shocked looking.
You wonder why they'd even want to attempt it. Be Daddy's car.
Yeah, it could be Daddy's.
All for the adventure. My guess was if you couldn't master it with skill, you can definitely conquer it with stupidity.
It's right over here.
Where's the bathroom?
Oh, well, we've got some.
There's actually a pretty good road up there just out of Spearfish. Did you ever do that when you was a kid? That Iceman?
No.
It looks pretty rough.
And everybody's bringing their butt wipe. What do you think of that?
Because there's no toilet paper in there.
Ah, crap.
I can have some. You can borrow mine.
Okay, I'll give it back. There's this little boy peeing on his dad's tire. Look at that.
Last weekend we were at Park Reservoir, or not last weekend, but weekend before that, and it's real low too, and there was a spot where everybody was crossing. Apparently I was just to the wrong side of that. My Jeep turned into a submarine. I traded it off 3 days later and I have the one I have now.
Definitely have mud today.
Yep.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Dog, let me out of the outhouse. Come on, can you get out? Dog, I should have had Janine hold it.
And what's your name?
Harrison.
Harrison, I like that. And this is Talon. And Talon, what's your brother's name? He wouldn't tell me.
Parker.
Hey, Parker.
I like stones and crystals. I like collecting them. And I like parkour. I like doing.
Thanks for coming, ladies.
We love it. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Having fun, aren't we?
Yes. You have to do it again.
Okay, I'll go back up there just for you.
I'm teasing, I did.
Homemade peanut butter chocolate chip bars.
Oh, they are so good too.
And good.
Oh, gotta watch where you step. There's poop around here.
Right?
I heard you've been teaching for 42 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you imagine that?
I love it.
That's what all middle school teachers say.
Neither am I.
Not what?
Good at trivial
Oh.
trivia.
After lunch on Buckley Creek, the Wyoming Jeepers hosted a trivia game with questions from previous episodes of the Wyoming Jeeper YouTube channel. It was a lot of fun. I think everybody really enjoyed it. And here's a sample of one of the questions.
All right, who was the guest on the Carter Mountain video? The same video where the eagle took out the drone?
Your brother.
The eagle.
That was fun.
The eagle.
Okay.
He was a guest too. I think she gets a candy bar for that.
Yeah, he was the guest of honor.
The eagle was the guest of honor.
Uninvited.
We would like to thank everybody who was there for their great participation. We actually did have a lot of fun. There was one guy in the back, really nice guy. His name's Jason, and I think he must have a photographic memory because he knows all these videos better than we do. He was a great sport. I actually believe he probably could have taken almost the whole bag of candy. But thanks again to everybody who made this such a great success. Now here's another question that involves my sister Elaine's ability to speak French.
Who received the most beeps on our earlier videos because of all the cussing?
Elaine.
Did you hear that?
Not me! Oh my God!
They said it in unison.
You guys, let me tell you something. That's my brother. He just likes to anytime I talk.
So Elgin drove the drone into the tree.
It's pretty much straight up.
Yeah.
This is Ken climbing up to get our drone for us.
Ready? Yep.
Now we have two guys in the tree.
We got it, thank you.
Stuck in one of the.
It could have.
And you did it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It doesn't look like there we got hit.
He's so sweet.
Hi.
No fender life.
No fenders.
Yep.
You did start with mud.
A little bit.
This is where the boulders begin and the fun.
When lunch was over, we crossed Buckley Creek and hit the first main obstacle of the Boulder Basin Loop. Most of these obstacles, there is a bypass that you can go around if you choose.
Woo!
On this first obstacle, the tougher route is actually pretty tough. Even the easier route is kind of tough. So today a few of us did try and choose the more difficult route this time, and well, let's see how that turned out.
I have no idea what's going on over there.
I really didn't want to use my front lockers on these granite boulders, and I made a few attempts trying to get up this harder route through these boulders. Despite cheerleading from Melissa, I didn't make it. With the wet sandy soil, I just couldn't get the traction I needed on these granite boulders.
I'll go around the other way.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Couldn't make it.
At this time, we want to give a special thank you to Janine. She stepped up and gave us some awesome videos, so we have different angles on all of the obstacles on this trail.
You know we're going to have words about that tonight.
Yeah.
Here we see Roger taking the bypass route. Like I said, it's not an easy route in itself, and he does a nice job through here. Here we have Jerry picking his way through the boulders, and I love this Jeep, and especially the bikini trim colored accents. But then again, bikini is the color of our Jeep.
Like that.
So glad you made it, Jerry.
Oh yeah.
Here we have Shane in his Chevy truck. I do really like this truck. Now Shane started the video out saying he hopes he doesn't have to pull anybody out with this truck. I guess we'll see how that goes.
Chevy power.
This is Jason in this nice, really high lifted Suburban. You may have noticed in the first van trip he tried to spray Melissa by driving through a river really quick. He also stated in that video that he was trying to get Elaine back for me when Elaine threw a rock and splashed me. He's doing a nice job of going through these boulders. Here we have Jerry and Angela picking their way through this boulder field. I really like this Jeep. Beautiful color. A tip for this obstacle on the Boulder Basin Road is stay to the left or the right and keep a tire on that big rock right in front of his Jeep. I believe this is the first time he's been on this trail, but now he's taken a line off to the right a little bit, got over that boulder. Nice job.
That looks fun.
One day you should join us in here.
Yeah.
Well, here we have Tia. She's decided to go ahead and try and take the harder route on this obstacle and give it her best. Good luck.
Okay, come on. You're good. Just keep coming. You won't be able to see me. You'll have to just trust my voice. Keep coming. Cut a little bit driver's side.
Tia found out the same thing I did. It's just too hard to get good traction with this wet, sandy soil and the granite boulders, so she backed it down and took the alternate route around this obstacle. Love the kids being cheerleaders here.
You have cheerleaders over there.
Here we have Tim going through the first obstacle and making quick work of it. He takes a route off to the left, doesn't get hung up on anything, does it a really nice job. Here we have Ken going through the boulders on this Mahindra Roxor. I believe it's his wife Tracy's rig, and it's just a cute little rig. It did great at the water crossings, the boulder fields, and I think it's a diesel. That rig looks like it is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was. For me. You did it right.
I wanted a video.
Right, me too. I get that.
Right.
Here we have Dave. He is a local, and I think he's been on this trail before. He went up it so nice and easy. Thanks for making it look so simple, Dave. Here we have another local who we just met today. His name is Bob, and he's like Dave. He's obviously been on this trail before. He does a really nice job going through it. By the way, if you're not from Wyoming, Wyoming has this thing where the county that you're from is on your license plate. So this license plate has a number 9 at the start of it. That tells me he's a local. He's from the same county I am, Bighorn County.
You're doing good. You're making it look easy.
Here we have Rob and Bonnie. They're actually on the eastern side of the Bighorn Mountains. We live on the western side, and they're doing a nice job. I love this rig. I believe this is the first time they have been on this trail as well.
That's my man. Yeah.
And last but not least, we have Dan, fellow Wyoming Jeeper. He decided to try the harder route, Let's see how he does.
Oh man! Scratching! Oh!
Oh, she's high center.
After several attempts, Dan found out the same thing that Tia and I did. The soil's just too wet to get any traction, so he had to back up and go around the other route on this obstacle.
Were you scared, Dan? I thought you were gonna lose paint.
Your tires are gone.
That bad man mud is hard to get off.
It is.
This doesn't look like that.
It sucks when it dries.
Oh, but it looks like you can just scoop it up and play with it.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my friend in Texas, Big Country, and his wife Blondie.
Yeah.
Wish you were here.
Yeah.
The Wyoming Jeepers.
He did not let you flip over.
I know.
Huh?
We were supposed to meet you.
Yeah, see?
Here we are facing the second big obstacle on the Boulder Basin loop. I chose to try and keep my driver tire on the left side, right on the edge, which it does drop off a little bit off to the side. However, this is one way that allows you to not hit your pumpkin and things like that on the rocks that are sticking up in the middle. As you can see, we're still battling this wet sandy soil a little bit as I slid off of the boulders. Slipping off the boulder does cause you to have a few more problems getting up this obstacle.
Oh, you hit the bumper.
This obstacle does have a bypass, which many people elected to take on this trip.
Once you get through right here, those two big rocks that are in the middle, he was hitting his rear diff on those.
Here we have Roger going up this, and you know, he starts off really nice on this left edge, riding those boulders, but then it slips off, and once you slip off, it's kind of a hard trail to get up here.
Yeah, you got your pumpkin on that. Oh, your tire's off the edge.
Stop. Now straighten up. Straighten up. Right there. Now right there, that line. Bump in the middle and you're probably good.
Here Roger's back on the right line and everything, and he does bump it, and the problem is his back tire slipped in, and now his back pumpkin is behind a big boulder. So with a few tries, a little bit of twisting this way and that, he finally gets the right line to get up on this shelf.
You did it! Woohoo! That was a hard one.
Here we have Jerry heading up this obstacle. He has been on this trail before. You can tell he hugs that left edge, right on the border of just keeping his tire from going off the edge, and hugs that tree and creeps right up. He manages to stay right on those boulders. Nice job.
Wow, that was great.
Well, here we have Shane trying his luck up this obstacle. He decided not to go around, and hopefully he doesn't push this truck too far. I do know he has a spare axle, so that's a good thing.
You did a great job, Jerry.
Thanks.
Great job.
I think the first time I've been up there.
Oh,
Axel. Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh. First bit of carnage. Broken axle.
good thing you brought an extra.
That's my only downfall of this truck.
Yeah.
Steadily breaking this axle over here. Really? Yeah. Can you see it in there?
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Yep.
You're taking it well.
It ain't nothing but a thing. I said, I hope I don't have to pull none of y'all out.
Well, Jerry's going to go ahead and winch Shane out, but since his rig is fairly light, I'm driving up behind Jerry. I'm going to hook a strap onto Jerry's rig, so basically serve as an anchor. So we have a little bit more weight to pull Shane up and out of this obstacle.
This is what the adventure's all about, right guys?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, as long as it's not your Jeep.
There's concerns.
Glad it's not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get over better than that.
Right, well you're not up yet, huh?
Nope.
Well, Shane's getting his pickup out of the way so they can replace the axle. A few others decided to take the alternate route. Probably a smart idea. And a couple others decided to take the harder route.
I got you driving up that hill. Yes. You did it.
I know.
Good job.
Chicken on this stuff.
She did a good job.
Yeah, she did.
Here we have Jason and his Suburban coming up this obstacle. We're trying to keep him off to the right again. And things go fairly well for a bit. But just like almost everybody else so far, right here he slips off and things get a little tougher. In the meantime, we do have some people going around the bypass.
So Shane is down there. He broke his axle. So they're down there trying to fix it.
Elgin and Dan. We did it!
So here we have Rob and Bonnie coming up, and we're going to try and have them come in at a sharp angle and go to the right as far as possible, edging by that big boulder, and hopefully they can steer their differentials clear of these big boulders sticking up. And in this case, I think it paid off.
Good job, Melissa. I'm coming over now.
So here we have Dan and Lane bringing up the rear, and they're going to try the same approach, hugging that big boulder on the right, your left, and to see if it'll work out for them.
Oh! Entertaining, isn't it?
It is.
As long as it's not our Jeep.
Half the fun of the bypass is watching everybody else do the obstacle.
Good times. Unlike on the Game Creek Trail, I decided that the boy inside of me was going to be a man today and try this big obstacle.
And you did it too.
Yeah, it made it up there, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. So we got Ken under here after saving the drone, is now helping Shane save the day. There must be Jerry hiding in there somewhere.
Five, I hold that one.
Shane. Dan supervising.
Gravel out of the crib.
Them things are handy. Yes.
I'm gonna have to invest in one of these
Finally
things.
went and bought me a Milwaukee.
We're on the road again.
Yep.
Thanks for helping him.
No problem.
Appreciate you doing that. Did you get hurt on the drone?
Yeah, it cut his hand.
Oh,
It jumped out
look
and
how
bit
dirty
me.
that is.
At least it's
I'm an EMT. How bad was it?
It's pretty gnarly.
Is it?
No stitches though.
Not yet, huh?
not yet.
No, he's not. Butterfly strips will work great for it. So.
Strips and super glue.
Well, sorry about that.
No worries at all.
If
No worries.
somebody doesn't get hurt, it's not a memorable trip.
There you go.
My little Jeepin' buddy.
Yeah. He's a good buddy too, isn't
Yep.
he?
She's a good dog.
Couldn't stay on top of those rocks coming through that spot right there. He kept sliding off. Yeah.
But you made it.
I made it.
It was a little bit of work for you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that took a little longer than we thought. That's okay. We had fun. That's what everybody comes out for, right? To see somebody break an axle on a rock.
Melissa says she can't get around the mud, Elgin. This is Bob. I've got her. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. And a fire extinguisher back there and extra gas. I am impressed.
Yeah, we've got a little barbecue pit we take with us, a little propane tank. We usually go and have brats.
Well, here in a minute you're going to see Jerry asking who threw that rock out in the middle of the road. Well, Jerry, now you know. Here's Roger hoping to creep over that boulder there in the middle. Gives him a little bit of a problem.
Back up, back up.
Backing up and cutting that corner a little bit just makes it a little easier for him. This little boulder patch doesn't have really a bypass. However, if you swing clear out to the wide right, there's really no obstacle. If you cut the corners and things like that, like what's going on right here with Jerry, then it's a little more fun.
Yeah.
Here it turns out Rob didn't cut the corner quite sharp enough, and so his passenger rear tire got hung up on a big boulder. Backing him up and getting him moved over a little to the driver's side allows him to get on up over this obstacle.
A little bit more. Okay, just a little bit more and then straighten it out and just go straight up that thing. I think you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll do it.
Yep.
Did you want to jump in with me?
We're rolling. Made it off that one. Woo. I need a drink of water, Pat.
Here we approach the final obstacle of the Boulder Basin Road, at least the major obstacles. And this one does have a bypass, which most people did choose to go on. But let me tell you, this is the first time I've ever been up on this side of the obstacle, and I love it. This is the way I'll be going from now on. I had walked this obstacle and studied it quite a bit before I went up, and the trick I think to this obstacle is come in really sharp around the driver's side behind this tree and then cut back over to the middle of the road.
Got some people taking a shortcut. I don't blame them.
I think what you see here is Roger slipped off to the middle rather than being able to stay far to the driver's side, and he's got that big boulder right in front of him, so we need to get him worked over to the driver's side to get around that. As soon as you clear that first boulder there, now cut hard to the middle or the passenger side, and you can get right over that boulder that he's hung up on right now. Or if you're fortunate enough to have front lockers, you might be able to creep right over that boulder.
Now he's totally pulling that rock up underneath himself.
There you go. Lady power. Oh yeah, that's a lady driving that. Good job. That's Tia.
Here we have Jerry coming up this final obstacle, and as you've seen in the obstacles before, he's been up this trail, he knows the lines, he's a really good Jeep driver. Just watch and enjoy.
guess just follow this guy, huh?
Okay, start bringing it toward me now. Real sharp toward me. Okay, now turn. They'll be good here.
Yep, it looks good.
Hi, Lane.
Smile and giggle.
That stupid rock. Ah, you got over it. Awesome.
Woohoo! Dad's the man.
Yeah, it is.
Beadlocks, because he's there to lay down.
Yep.
Let's see, watch this.
Left out.
A lot of fun.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we made it through the last major obstacle on the Boulder Basin Road. We have climbed out of this beautiful valley that Shell Reservoir and Adelaide are down in. Right now we're on the saddle or very close to the top of it, and on the other side is where Trapper Creek starts. We have a few more miles left to go. We hope you enjoy the scenery on the way out of here.
We sure appreciate everybody coming out for the ride. We aren't near the end of the road yet, but I just wanted to tell you guys, you've been a great group to ride with, and thank you.
You've been a great host.
Thanks.
Dave, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wonderful, and you did a great job spotting us through those spots.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and joining us for the ride, guys.
No problem at all.
We had a lot of fun. That is a comfortable seat.
Make them that are rigid so they won't fold, and then they make them that, you know, you can have a 5-point seatbelt system in here. The whole works. So they're very nice.
Yeah, we enjoyed it a lot.
Now I'll have to go watch all your videos. So
Oh.
maybe do trivia again.
Then you win all the candy bars.
Right.
And your name is Dave, right?
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys.
It was
I really,
fun.
really appreciate
Are
it.
you from Grable?
Oh, sorry. Yes. All my
Good,
life.
You're in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
We should go jeeping.
Yes.
Elgin, you're off the picture zone.
There you go.
And I'm not going to be able to see Roger's face. There you go.
See Roger?
Oh, now I can.
Okay, come
Okay.
jump in.
Subscribe to be notified of all new videos and click the bell and set to all.
We're like sisters.
I asked
I
her-
think we're like sisters.
I asked her where she
I
got
do.
her hat.
And
She told me.
If you would like to see the Wyoming Jeepers tackle the same trail, the Boulder Basin in the snow, click here. Or check out Clark's Fork to Ivy Lake for some spectacular scenery.